Talk about Cody's play. It seems like every week he's putting up bigger and bigger numbers. Just the kind of trust factor and the connection you guys have out there.
Yeah, he's an exceptional athlete, just big time wide receiver, and they were trying to man him up a lot during the game, so it was just a matchup issue. And he was just making big plays and catching the ball every time it came his way.
That one throw you made, the pick, you really bounced back from it, threw a couple of touchdowns after that. But I guess kind of what happened? Did you just?
Yeah, I just got bluffed. I can't believe I threw that man out. I'm so frustrated by that. It looks horrible, but I did not see the guy. They corner blitzed and saw the corner blitz. They didn't show that at all on film. So then I was like, oh, there should be a hole right there, and I kind of just trusted what I thought would be there. I mean, I just can't. That was bad.
Coach Wilson said he didn't like your thinking on that play, but he liked everything after that.
Yeah, I was outsmarting myself on that play, kind of.
Nate, can you talk about how putting last week's game behind you, how tough it was, and then preparing for this week's game, and what you guys did, and how well you came out?
We had a really good week of practice, and we really weren't too worried about how we'd come out, this week. Coach Wilson really did a great job, encouraging us and, getting us all in a positive mindset. And we really feel we're a very good team when we, put it all together and play for 4 quarters consistently. So, we're happy to get the win, but we feel like we need to be doing this more consistently.
On Shane's diving catch, do you think he got it initially when he threw it?
Yeah, as soon as he caught it, they said no, and they were trying to call a new play. I was like, he caught it. Trying to give the signal, but I knew it was going to be a catch. That was a big-time catch. Should have made it easier. He probably would have scored.
When did you know you were going to start today? Was it all the way till this morning like it usually is?
Yeah, it was this morning at the hotel. And we're kind of at the point, really. It doesn't really matter. We don't know what to expect, but we're prepared both to play. So.
What's it like having a guy like Cody Landor? I mean, 5-yard dump off, you could trust him on 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 10, and he's going to get the rest of the 5 yards for you.
Yeah, it's a huge security blanket. Just whenever you need a big play, he has the best hands I've ever seen, and you just put it in his vicinity, and he'll make the catch. But really, I mean, if it's not Cody one week, it's Kofi or Shane. I mean, we really have guys across the board 2 deep at our skill positions who all can make big plays. Tonight was just Cody's night.
You talk about that play action post route. Do you feel like you sold that fake better than perhaps others you've done? It looked like it really got the defense to play.
There was a similar look earlier to that same play that I handed it off. The safety didn't really bite it that hard, but he kind of stayed flat-footed and wasn't looking for the post. So the second time I was like, if they call that again, I'm just going to pull it and throw it, because at that point, I mean, we needed a good play, but I knew that the safety wasn't looking for the post. He was just kind of, I don't know, being a little lazy with his back pedal or something. So the second time I pulled it, and Cody, got off the press really nicely, and it was a touchdown, so it was good.
Do you think Cody saw those freshman corners?
Sorry.
Go ahead. Did he see those freshman corners to kind of say, here we go?
Not necessarily. I mean, we try to look at personnel, but we just call them all Johnny. Just Johnny's playing corner, Johnny's playing safety. Just how we do it.
Were you surprised that they didn't switch up and do less man? I guess at a certain point when you guys beat them enough times.
Yeah, I actually kind of was that they weren't doing more zone, but I feel like if teams play zone against us, that's where a lot, we've trained, me and Trey and Cam have trained a lot to just know where the spots are in zone. So I feel like, I don't know, I was actually kind of surprised that they manned us as much as they did.
How nice is it to hand it off to a guy like Tevin and Steven and be it 2nd and 2 or 2nd and 3, or not even have to worry about 2nd down?
Yeah, I was going into the 4th quarter thinking, man, I got to make good decisions, and I handed it off every single time, so that was pretty nice. He scored, man, that 80-yard touchdown is such a good feeling. Him and Steve are big time, man. They're such good teammates too, and it's fun to play with them. I mean, again, I said this at Penn State week. I hand it off to Tevin. I see him make one cut, and I just point in the air because I know it's a touchdown. Nobody's going to catch him, so I mean, it's a lot of fun to play with those guys. We have skill all around. And our O-line did a great job. Wes did a great job coming to his first start ever. Guys have been stepping up really well.
What's impressed you about the O-line, I guess?